We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Jones on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Ingram holds it in. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 49-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kalen Ballage. 84 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll bang that one through.
Steelers 14, Giants 3. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for. And taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 82 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Jones now on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
(21-3) is your score after one.
Score Steelers 21, Giants 3.
Second down at 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's got this down to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them. No. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, good footwork on the spin. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball on the 8. 2nd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A very solid gain of 27. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First down, Steelers.
They run it with Ballage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 9. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's the option. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Off play action. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Micah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Steeler first down.
Now Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Balaj. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger will throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Barkley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Muscles him off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 52, Giants 9. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's a running play for Juju. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing deep for Galladay. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brings up 2nd and...
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Balaj. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Tonight's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a